Hello and welcome to Gamey Game. Joining us this week is Evan.
Is that how is that something you do each time? And do you have to run? I imagine that bit will be edited out anyway.
What the fuck was that?
We're short-staffed this week, so I had to do the thumb remove.
He's got to
Oh, I was like, what is this bit?
He's got to foist the boom on his own show.
Wow,
Where's the boom?
Foist it!
that's pathetic.
G'day, I'm Evan and welcome to Gamey Gaming. And joining me on the show this week, it's Naomi Higgins.
What's up?
Evan's not clapping.
Matt Stewart. I don't normally
Tail.
Evan's
Evan's not clapping.
Evan's not clapping.
hold my pen. And Ben Russell.
My name is Ben Russell.
I was just thinking as we clap for you, I'm like, remember, we don't clap for Ben. But I'm like,
I don't want your
I
fucking-
don't watch this show.
I don't want your claps.
I watch this
I don't
show.
want your claps.
I watched to the part where you don't clap for Ben and then I flick it off again.
Yeah, why would you keep going?
That's the best bit.
We don't talk about games anyway, so.
Before we start the show, I'm doing a live show at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival with Matt Stewart here, and also Nick Mason and Cass Page from the Weekly Planet, and from
Sun's Punts.
Sans Pants, yeah, and also this show. Cass has been on recently. If you watch this show, at the Melbourne
okay?
International Comedy Festival.
You seem nervous.
I'm out of breath. I had to run to get here.
You did. You jogged. You fast walked.
I didn't have much time.
He power walked, okay?
I'm almost tripped over the dog.
Technically, it's not at the comedy festival. It's just near. It's on.
During the comedy festival at a venue that sometimes has comedy festivals.
You didn't register it with the comedy festival.
I mean, I didn't, but I wasn't responsible for
Hell,
that.
they're going to get you for that.
But go buy tickets. Where do they buy tickets then?
At the link in the show notes.
At the link in the show notes. What?
Well, you just put a link at.
Oh,
where
I'll
they're
put a link
watching
in the
it.
description. I'll put a link in the description.
Podcast.
This is.
Oh my God, is it not? I was wondering what all this stuff was going on back here.
So do that. And I want to thank our new patrons who signed up since our last episode. Jimmy Two Shoes.
Oh, Jimmy.
He's got two shoes. That's what we call him, Jimmy Two Shoes.
That is the most humble of brags.
Yeah. Sean McQuillan.
Oh, Shawnee.
Macca.
Yep. Chic Ali and Andrew Parker.
Wait, why did you let us do?
Yeah,
Oh,
both
sorry,
of-
Chic Ali.
Yeah.
Like Chic Ali McBeal.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah.
Yep. More like Ali Chic,
Oh.
What was that?
spelt C-H-I-C.
Oh yeah. Okay. And
Why, if someone was chic, you wouldn't say Ben Chic.
Yeah, you'd go, wow, Ben is looking very Ben Chic right now.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, because that's my
someone
that's
was
my
look-
style. My
Then
style
why didn't you
is
say
Ben
Ali's
Chic.
looking
If
very
someone
Ali
was looking like a sort of a pretty nerd, you'd say you're looking Ben Chic, but
Why
you wouldn't say it to you if you're already Ben.
Why do you feel that you need to go me this hard this earlier on?
Wait, is pretty?
That's actually really inappropriate what you're doing. We don't usually do that sort of stuff.
I'm not saying it's your value.
This show is
Not
an
your value.
anti-bullying show, and we don't like
we're
to
not.
disrespect.
Where I come from, Moorabbin, that's a big compliment.
Here on
Calling
Gamey
someone a pretty
Gamey,
nerd.
we actually try and lift people up.
We try and give each other respect. We speak to each other. We speak to each other the way that we would like to be spoken to.
The golden rule. Have you ever heard of it, Matt? Do you even know what that means? Look, you broke my mug, you fucking monster.
I grew up in the church. I understand the golden rule.
Which church?
It's which one?
Name it.
The Catholic Church.
Boo!
The one true church.
Ooh.
Little joke there.
did you want to do any Andrew Parker material? Or?
Parker. Oh, what are you gonna? Going out and doing some parkour?
Andrew
yeah.
Parker. What about Andrew Jacket? Same kind of thing.
Yeah, Andrew Parker over there.
That was the best one.
Parker,
Thank you.
Parker around back.
Ali McBeal was better than Ali Chic, I have to say.
All right.
Well, swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
We are
None for Matt.
We are streaming the recording of this show live on Twitch. Go to twitch.tv/Gamey Show, 8 p.m. Friday next week to watch us
What are you
live.
telling them? They're
As
watching it now.
we tape the show. No, but this is on YouTube. They might not be watching us live.
The show goes on YouTube?
Yes. Most of our viewers are on YouTube, in fact. I don't know why they don't just come over to Twitch and watch it. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to tell them to do. So go do that.
People are busy. They want to watch it in their own time.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But you
Don't
could
get mad at them.
subscribe to Gamey Game's Twitch, and then you'd be able to watch the VODs anytime you want. VODs
Yeah.
stand for videos
Yeah.
on demand. That means whenever you demand it, they come.
Pay money for something that you could get for free on YouTube.
Well, you can't get it for free though, because the YouTube show is edited,
That's
and
true.
the Twitch is just the raw, the fucking 7 hours it takes us to film.
Yeah. So if you want to go on YouTube and get the cliff notes, then yeah, maybe that's a good idea too.
Evan says some real crook stuff that's edited out of the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm in charge of the edit, so I always make myself look better.
You know what you're watching on YouTube now is what Evan thinks is making him look good.
Sanitize.
So imagine what you missed.
Evan, I've seen the dogs wandering around. I always
Yes.
thought they did that because they liked being around here, but I've just seen Bec throwing snacks down
I think
here.
Bec is just trying to keep them away from her, is why she's throwing snacks.
Here's what happens.
Because
Bec
Tarzo-
starts with the snacks, and then Tarzo wants more snacks, so then he goes and stands near Bec, and then if Bec doesn't give him snacks, he starts pouring at the electronic, the wires that connect the camera to the, what's that? What do you call that?
It's a patch bay.
A patch bay,
That's the
obviously.
Matrix.
And Tarzo just goes up and just starts trying to unplug stuff and electrocute himself, which he also does at home when he's bored.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bad dog.
8 p.m. Friday next week, twitch.tv/Gamey Show. And after next week's show, we'll be taking a break. So I hope you're all looking forward to that as much as I am.
Why? What are you going to do?
What?
Why are you
What are
wearing
you
that
going to do on
hat
the break?
inside?
Just supporting my team.
What team? Oh, St.
Hey.
Kilda.
What was it?
Stick.
Stick.
The stick boys.
What's your team?
Why
What's your team?
That's a very subtle St. Kilda hat. Are you actually embarrassed?
No, I don't have anything to do with their
You know,
marketing.
the lights in your the hat is shielding your face from the light.
Should I wear it backwards?
Yes.
Yeah.
What a wink at you.
There he goes.
Can you?
It's like,
Put it on backwards, I
Put it
reckon.
backwards and
I'm
wink
not
at,
doing
wink
that.
at me.
I was making a joke.
Wink at me. Wink
I'm
at me
not
again?
I'm not
Wink
a
at
good
me again?
winker.
I caught it. You catch a wink and you send a wink. Ready?
Ow! Fuck.
I threw that
Softer
one
next
too hard.
time.
We're, go-
Boys, they always wink too hard.
Hard
Metal.
winker.
we're going to go on break after next week's show.
Are we?
Yeah, that's what I just said that earlier, but no one was listening.
That
How's
doesn't
that?
sound like us.
Evan, what happened?
Yeah, what's wrong?
Are you having to recast or something?
He's getting his period.
Are you getting your period, Evan?
It's a really inappropriate question to ask. I think I can tell. Because he was in a really bad mood a couple weeks ago.
Oh, a couple of weeks ago. It's a real slow onset for Evan.
No, that was the last one, Matt.
Oh, sorry.
Fucking hell.
Can someone explain to Matt the concept of cycles?
Yeah, I get PMS about a month before my period.
You just get the one? Well, I tell you what, I just got a whole lot of new respect for the sisterhood.
I
Now, can I sit in on the edit this week?
You are fucking this up, my dude.
What? No, it's because we've done our 10-week season. We normally would do a 10-week run at the start of the year, so that will be the end of our 10-week run. And then it's the comedy festival. We'll all go out and enjoy ourselves.
Together.
Yep, it's hard to...
Have a shared calendar and we go to all the same shows. Don't we, guys?
No, but that sounds like it'll be fun.
What happened to Yes and?
Oh, sorry. Anyway, we're gonna go on. So anyway, so watch
Like,
next
no,
week.
but.
Sorry.
I only go to the cool places.
Name a cool place.
Heaps. Heaps of cool places.
Listen.
Name one.
I can't even tell you because they don't even have names because they're so cool.
Explain one.
It's a place that you will never be able to get into.
Oh.
That's really rude.
The Liberal Party... the
Are you laughing at your own joke?
Liberal Party cabinet room... Can you edit me out? Edit me
I
out.
don't even remember what Ben and I were saying. It took you that long to get that out.
Because she's a woman?
Yeah, it was a real cutting bit of political commentary there. From,
Think you could get into the Liberal Party cabinet?
yeah.
Maybe with the Nationals.
Yeah, maybe with the high vis on.
Maybe when they have a swing seat in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
We need to put this guy in a seat Because he's so incompetent, he'll take the heat off us.
Yeah, look at him. People will vote for him because he's one of the boys, but then
You
we
would.
know he'll be too stupid to actually contribute. We can just get what we want done.
You would be a part of the fucking Liberal Party, wouldn't you?
It's really hard on Matt.
Absolute snot.
Well, he started
They
it.
offer me a safe seat, I'm in. Yeah, that's a good gig. It's a good gig.
We should probably start the show in a minute.
I think I would stop talking to you. In all
If he joined the Liberal Party, I
Hey.
would fucking hope so.
Make change from the inside. Oh, okay. So is this, so you guys are like gonna politically shame people for their political beliefs?
tolerant left.
For people who are tolerant, you're not very tolerant of intolerance.
I never said that I was tolerant.
Yeah, that's true.
One other thing.
I didn't realise I was on a cuck show.
We have some.
You're like a beat behind everything.
I mean, surely that's.
And you know what? I'm actually loving it because it's really taking the heat off Evan, which
Yeah.
I'm actually pleased with because
I'm sure Evan's having a great
They
time.
asked me on. I don't like games. I got nothing to do with this. Why has he got me on? Oh.
people have been doing welfare checks on Evan because of this.
Oh yeah, people get mad in the comments.
Yeah.
Get over it. We're friends.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you got bullied in high school. You're projecting.
We have some merch.
Right? You're happy.
And what?
You're not hurt.
No, I'm okay.
Would you say
Right.
something to us if we did say something
I think I
hurtful?
would probably say something.
He'd probably
Can you-
stop inviting you on the show.
Can you rehearse it right now? Can you just say what you would say to us if we said something really rude? to you?
I think we can just be honest with each other and say, guys, I think that was a little bit hard. This was a bit harsh.
Kant's never said that. So
I've never said.
He's never said that.
he's never
Yeah.
said that. So
I would hope that he would be able to approach me and say that to my face.
yeah.
Yeah.
So put your stupid comments in your pocket.
Yeah. No Evans were harmed during the making of Gamey, Gamey, Game.
Matt's probably at this point already.
Yeah, what about me? What about me?
We'll see.
What if
This
I
week
came
we're
to
going
you
to take a
later?
look
I'm
at
not there
Maquette.
yet. There's some merch.
Oh.
If I'm not on next week's show, it's because they did not take my feedback kindly.
There's some merch. Go to
I don't think
GameyGame.
I've ever taken feedback kindly.
GameyGame.com/merch. There's some stuff like the Boys in the Wall and
You can buy a whole boy.
Boys in the wall.
no, there's a Boys in
can
the Wall
buy a Boy in the
design, on the thing.
Boys in the wall.
Um,
Boys
and there's another one.
in the
What's
wall.
the other one that's expiring, Beck?
I don't know.
Oh, the Tiny Desk. There's the Boys in the Wall and the Tiny Desk designs are going to be expiring at the end of the month. So jump on there and buy them before they expire. This week, we're going to take a look at Maquette. But first, what do you think of this? The Strong National Museum of Play has announced its finalists for the World Video Game Hall of Fame. 12 titles spanning several decades and genres made the shortlist, including Call of Duty, Tron, and Farmville.
More like the Hall of Game.
Did anyone else feel that? It was like a ghost entered the room. I can see my breath.
Yeah, a chill went down my spine.
Yeah.
Is that how it was
Like
written?
someone walked over my grave. Sidestepping that deeply inappropriate comment from Matt Stewart. In terms of my opinion on this, I think I already sort of assumed that
There was one?
There was one. I remember when I first came to Melbourne town
Yes.
to see the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, and I believe around 2003 maybe. Maybe 4. I'm not sure. Things get a little bit hazy. I drank.
This is an important
I
one to
drank a
get
lot.
right. Let's
Anyway.
hang on it for a bit.
There was a games exhibition in Acme,
Yeah.
in the sort of area, and it went through the history of games.
I
And
went there.
It was one of the best exhibitions ever. It was so good.
Yeah,
You could
very
play
cool.
all these games in there, and it had the history of games from the first till present day, and it was just a really enjoyable thing, and I would love to see it come back.
They do have a new exhibition there that's just opened recently. I don't know the details.
Yeah. And I think these games
I'm doing
all
a talk at Acme.
qualify, right?
Really? What are you talking about?
Tuesday.
What are you talking about?
What? This guy.
I mean, these are all classic
You just
titles.
need someone sitting next to you bombing, and you just elevate it so much. It's amazing. I
Either-
get to talk on creators of TV shows. I'm doing it with the EP of MasterChef.
All right.
And
Righteous.
some other people that are a lot more experienced than I have. But
Ask him about Heston Week. Okay. I mean, all these games, all these titles that are on here, they're all classic. They're all seminals. They all sort of defined the sort of time that they came out in,
here's my
or
question.
started massive franchises that are still going today.
where is Barbie Riding Club? Where is it?
Yeah, I don't know. They do have Mattel Football.
What the fuck is that doing there?
It was released in 1977. Mattel
I don't
Electronics
remember that at
Football.
all.
It was the first blockbuster handheld electronic game, introduced millions to portable gaming.
What's that one in the top right, the little one?
Pole Position.
Oh yeah, that's on the list.
Love
that?
Pole Position. It's a racing game.
Racing.
First in the arcades in 1982, Pole Position motored to the top of the racing game genre with its realistic gameplay.
Well, it doesn't look very realistic. No offense. Is that an old Microsoft Flight Simulator?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's on the
first
list.
one.
Yeah, Flight Simulator.
Because I was like, is that the new one? If so, bit of a stretch, mate. I like.
Why?
Portal.
Why wouldn't the new one get into the Hall of Fame? It's the best.
It's not that iconic.
It's pretty cool though.
It's not Guitar Hero or COD.
True.
I like Portal.
Yes.
go.
I like Animal Crossing.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I don't like Farmville. I mean, I maybe played that for a little bit, didn't we all?
No.
Whatever happened to Zynga?
I think they're still doing stuff. Words with Friends. I don't know.
Yeah, why
Thank
isn't
you.
Zelda or Mario on this list?
Maybe they've already been. Oh, Legend of
Mario
Zelda
was in
already in there.
2015.
Oh, they're already there.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Legend of
Tetris.
Zelda was 2016.
What else we got? Solitaire. Well, fuck yeah, to be honest. Mario Kart, yes. Tomb Raider, yep. Just reading things out and saying yes.
Donkey Kong.
Pokemon Red, I had that. Fucking sick, bro.
It seems like every.
Bejeweled.
It's a mobile game.
Yeah, one of the biggest mobile games.
Kind of like Candy Crush-ish, right?
Yeah.
So much so that every mobile game just does Bejeweled.
The Sims.
The Sims.
Sims, good
The
one.
Sums.
Tetris.
John Madden Football. John
It's,
Madden's the guy who came up with that game.
Really? Football?
No, that's not true. He was a coach, I think.
John Madden. He was also a
okay.
announcer.
It's a really,
An announcer.
it is an interesting spread, right? Like they've got, it seems like each year they've got some classic retro games with some iconic newer games.
What I find
Starcraft.
annoying is they don't have anything from the short time I played video games.
Nothing at all? Are any of these?
Where's
From
the
a
SNES
6-month
games?
period.
Where? What games did you play?
Donkey Kong Country. Oh, Donkey
Classic.
Kong had made it, but I think that's the original.
Donkey Kong's on there.
I think that's original Donkey Kong. I'm talking about Country.
Yeah, well, that was a sick game. Man. We
Nigel
played
Mansell Racing. Battletoads.
Battletoads, fucking hard
Where's
as.
Battletoads?
Where's Battletoads? Let's start the campaign here, tonight.
I'm not that motivated, to be honest.
Well, I meant for them to do it.
Okay, good, because I'm not going to do anything.
This was us passing it over to them.
I'll sign a petition, that's about it.
Let's see Zitz. And the other two characters make it where they belong, in the Hall of Game.
No.
I mean,
Is it an actual hall?
No. It's the Strong National Museum of Play.
So there's no hall.
Museum of Play.
Zitz.
Yeah.
What are the other two called? Zitz? Rats and Butts?
What is wrong with you?
No, the three.
Of what?
Battletoads.
Battletoads.
No one cares!
Zitz?
Yeah. I hate to agree with Naomi, but she's
Evan.
right.
Tell me the other two.
I don't know.
Rash, I reckon.
don't
One's
know.
called Rash.
We could check the chat to see if anyone's
No,
helping you
we're
out.
not checking the chat.
I could
don't
check the
care
chat.
about the
It's
names of the Battletoads.
Rash.
I'm going to lose it.
And I reckon the other one's maybe Pimples. Something like that.
Pimples.
Why do they have
Ew.
such bad names?
Yeah, well, they were one of the big Ninja Turtles started a big trend, and a bunch of other, like the Samurai Pizza Cats, Battletoads, all these the
Street Sharks.
all these toy makers and game makers came out and were like, we got to cash in on this weird mashup stuff. It was one of the heaps of those. So fun.
Find some sort of assassin with some sort of
Fuck, I love
reptile.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man.
Shinji Ikari?
So good.
I was big into
What?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Not me.
Just as a concept.
Yeah.
I grew up in a girl house.
Inky, Blinky, and I wouldn't even know if these
You
were.
blame there? No, they're the
That's the
Space
Pac-Man.
Invaders. No, they're the Pac-Man.
Rash,
Ghosts.
Zitz, and
Pac-Man.
Pimple.
Pinball, all right, yeah.
There you go. Thank you, Flex Turtle
So glad that
2.
we know that.
Man,
Well,
I could
if anyone was going to know, it would have been Flex Turtle 2.
Yeah, he's the expert who it looked like he copy and pasted from
Flex
Wikipedia,
Turtle.
but you know.
And by expert, I
Not
mean
a
more in your.
franchise.
Expert is in the sort of married at first sight kind of expert.
Ah, ew, got him.
I don't know what that
Pieces of
means.
shit.
Flex Turtle 2,
hate those
Secret
guys.
of the Ooze.
Where's Zombie?
Heck, all of these ones I'm reading out you wrote are no good.
Naomi, are there any games that you feel like have been overlooked?
We Naomi.
Naomi.
Annoying Omi
Naomi.
is what he
I don't
calls you
notice
behind
when
your back.
people mispronounce my name, but other people do. Apparently, you. I've been told. You
Ben
say
does it a lot.
You say Naomi.
Yeah, he does. that a lot.
Naomi.
You say Naomi.
Naomi.
Yeah.
Do I?
Well, I never notice. Other
don't-
people notice for me, and they
I
get
notice a lot. It's
It's his
mad.
weird accent, isn't it? It's sort of his hybrid
Naomi.
accent.
Well, it's not Naomi in any accent. it's
But I think that's what happens
an
when
A.
you combine
I don't know why people make it into an I.
Chicago, mixed
Chicago.
with Perth. You know, he's from the Windy City and also the most isolated city.
But a lot of just people
I've
with
never-
Australian accents call me Naomi, so I never notice.
Honestly, I've never even thought about it.
You know
I
what?
didn't notice that. I didn't know I was mispronouncing Danielle's name. I was saying Danielle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah, like 2 years into our podcast, someone reviewed it and was like, I wish Naomi would stop mispronouncing Danielle's
Yeah.
name. And then I asked her about it, and she was like, yeah, you are. I was like, why didn't you say anything?
Apparently, there's a thing in a Melbourne accent where our vowels have been switching over time. We're saying like we say helicopter instead of helicopter and other such things.
Yeah, I've been made fun of for doing that.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. It's just like we're slowly getting our own
I guess we're
accent.
stupid. You got a question. Ivan, what was your question?
How about this one? Ben.
Melbourne.
Very hard to mispronounce.
Ben.
Thank you
Ben.
for that.
Ben.
Do you feel like?
Sorry, I'm lashing out.
Do you feel like any games have been overlooked this year?
Like I said, Barbie Riding Club.
Okay.
I think Barbie Riding Club should be there.
Did that kick off a big franchise or anything, or was it?
Barbie. Ever heard of it?
Is that where Barbie
that's
came
where
from?
Barbie
You got
came from?
Mattel up there, and you got some fucking lame ass. I don't even know what that is. Some shit Game Boy,
I think Mattel makes
third of the
Barbie.
size of the screen. Some old ass. Mattel does make Barbie. Why would you choose that over Barbie Riding Club?
I don't know.
Bratz game on Nintendo DS.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
I feel like Command and Conquer probably should get in there, or at least
No.
Dune 2.
No,
Doom 2, but they've already got
Dune.
Doom 1.
Yeah.
Dune.
Dune.
What about that one where the guy sort of walks around and he's shooting people and you're like behind him? You're sort of in his head and you're going around going like this?
That's Doom.
Yeah, I think Doom does that.
Every
What about Duke Nukem?
Yeah,
feel
Duke
like Duke
Nukem would
Nukem.
be a great
I
one to
don't
get
know
in
what
there.
that
Duke Nukem 3D maybe?
Yeah, there's a couple that need to, but I mean they've got to keep. They can't just shit them all out. Otherwise, they won't have anything to put on their press release to stay relevant or in the news cycle every year.
Right. Okay.
We got to drip feed it.
Well, they're only going to pick maybe a handful of these this dozen. Are there any that you would put that you would like strike out?
Oh,
from
they're the
that?
nominations?
These are the nominees.
They're going to keep. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tron's iconic.
finalists.
I've heard of Tron.
Yeah, Tron is iconic. Daft Punk did the soundtrack.
That's going to make it. Tron.
So out of this,
Guitar Heroes was pretty big.
That was
no, I don't reckon. Guitar Hero should
I
get
mean,
in.
it was pretty big.
It was big, but I don't know.
it's not a thing anymore, right?
yeah, no.
It was
it's
Call of
still-
Duty is like still going. Flight Simulator still
not.
going. Yeah,
it's
Guitar
not.
Hero kind of slow.
Yeah, I mean,
Guitar Hero is not a thing anymore.
I mean, but Portal isn't still going.
No, I guess you're right.
like Portal
Farmville.
better.
Farmville was bigger than Guitar Hero.
Farmville was
Yeah,
bigger
with
than anything.
Facebook's
Huge.
Not in my world.
No.
We were shredding. No, because I've never heard of Farm Hero. Farm.
Ville?
Yeah.
You've never heard of Farmville? This is a Facebook game that just went huge.
No, I never heard of Farmville.
I remember that game because people would just always fucking. You'd get invites to join
Yeah.
in their farm,
It's
and
like
I was
early
like,
Facebook. It was
early
huge.
Facebook. You couldn't turn it off. You couldn't opt out of the notifications.
Yeah, it was fun
And
for
it
like
would
a
be
day.
like, your fucking mum's friend invited you to check out.
Friend? Which
Yeah.
one of her friends?
She invited you to check out her melons.
Denise.
You're like, I don't want to see Denise. I don't care about Denise's melons.
And they'd poke you.
Denise wanted to show
Yeah,
it.
poking.
Oh, don't poke.
Facebook sucks.
I never poked.
No, I never liked the poke.
I haven't been on Facebook in fucking yonks.
Oh, you must feel good.
We have a Facebook
Yeah, you have
page.
because I messaged
There's nothing
you.
on. Oh no, I use Messenger, but
Yeah.
I don't like. Mark still scrolls on Facebook. He scrolls on Facebook Watch, and it's fucking trash. Like, the more like that of that monetized content went on there, I just feel like it died in the ass. It just became just not enjoyable at all.
Yeah, it's just boomers on there now. It's boomers on there, go into their anti-vax Facebook groups, talking about, I don't know.
Or
some
my
ad.
sister's on there in a local like buy, swap, sell group, starting
Yeah.
fights for some reason.
It's for wellness groups to slowly get radicalized and turn into Nazis. That's what it is.
Is that the journey?
Yeah.
Start with wellness, end up with Nazis.
I know, right? It's
Bloody
weird, but
hell.
it fucking happens.
Zuckerberg does that?
Yeah. Zuckerberg loves that
What
shit.
does Zuckerberg plan?
Well, I mean, whether he loves something, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's capable of any real
That's
emotion.
true. Those eyes are dead.
He's a fucking psychopath.
Is he
Who's
really?
never really felt emotion, doesn't understand it.
Yeah, he's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know this as an American. Did you ever meet Zuckerberg in your travels?
Most Americans do.
Yeah, we all know each other.
Yeah.
There's not many of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you lived over there, Americans would be like, hey, you know my buddy Steve? He's Australian.
That was kind of the joke I was
No, I get it. I know.
Just thought you had to explain it back to me, did you?
I just
Right.
wanted to show your work to the audience. That's all I wanted to do. Okay? Because you had done a good thing and I wanted to give people a little bit of context so that they can enjoy it a little bit more. But no, let's do things your way. So people don't know what the fuck is going on or what's being said at any point.
Wait, is that
Done?
what
Why do we have to listen to this?
is that what all reply guys are doing on Twitter?
Next.
Yeah.
They're just trying to help the joke. Let everyone see it.
Yeah, reply guys.
Maquette,
I've just been real life reply guys.
Maquette is a delightfully clever little puzzle game from indie publisher Annapurna Interactive. It's a story of past love told as you navigate a recursive world. But does it just leave you scratching your head? Let's take a look at the trailer.
So I'm getting coffee. Getting ready to leave. There's this guy. You're just staring at your sketchbook.
Oh, God, that's embarrassing.
Is this some kind of castle thing?
I don't know. I haven't drawn in a long time. I used to draw all the time.
Me too. I'm Kenzie.
I'm Michael.
We should start a drawing club.
Yeah, of course. Why are you talking to me anyway?
I'm bored. I'm waiting for my coffee, and I'm flirting with you.
Who are you coming in so close? You might scare me away. But there's no escape, 'cause you're here to stay. Goodbye to the day, wrapped up in tidal waves.
It's me, Lou Piro. Hey guys, I just thought I'd pop in.
Oh,
I thought I would pop in just to I would like to apologize for some of the things that my associate Ben Russell said about Lou Piro. He was very ignorant about Lou
honey.
Piro.
He was, honey. He didn't know us.
He didn't know Lou Piro, but he has since played Lou Piro, and I can tell you
I go
with
get one of those. I
one
just
second,
unplug.
I'm talking here, Matt. With
Excuse
1
me,
second,
sir.
excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse
My
me, sir. You
hubby's
can't
having
stand
a
up right
word.
now. Excuse me, sir. That's very rude.
That's not how we deal with things where we come from.
No. You be a man and you say you're sorry for bad-mouthing Lou Piro, like Ben Russell is saying right now. He's very apologetic. It's a great game, 5 stars. Best game he's played all year, actually, as a matter of
Very
fact.
addictive.
Yeah.
Very addictive game.
So far, Loop Hero is my game of the year pick.
It might also be mine.
That was a look at the trailer for Maquette. Forgot for a second what we were doing.
You were going to say Loop Hero,
I
weren't you?
was gonna say Loop Hero. But it's not. It's Maquette, which is this game is adorable. It's beautiful. That shot when you walk in to that area for the first time, it's just like it's really, really nice. It's so
visually
warm.
stunning.
It is. It's
Did you play the game?
Oh, yeah. I love how like some things are big, but then they're also small.
He's actually not wrong there.
yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, he's actually.
I kind of think,
Did you actually play it?
yeah, I found it a bit annoying that you can't interact with more stuff. It feels like the only things you can interact with are like, it's like a lot of it was just static or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to lift everything up.
Inert, you could say.
You're getting into the weeds and
Sorry.
we haven't even put our
Sorry.
clogs on yet.
Very pretty game.
Is the weeds? I always thought they were reeds.
Into the weed. I always
Into the
thought that was a
reeds?
golf term, like you're into the rough.
Well, I didn't say into the rough.
Yeah, the weeds are the rough.
Are they?
Oh, maybe not.
Look, it doesn't matter.
Well, I always put on my
we into
waders before I play golf.
You get
Into the
about
weeds,
you,
onto the
freak?
phrase into the weeds.
Yeah. It's okay. So it's a puzzle game. It's a puzzle game with a story, which doesn't always happen. We've talked about puzzle games on this show before. Things like Room to Grow was a fun one the other week.
Not just a story though, even a love story.
It is a love story. It's a story of
Your little eyebrows.
Voiced by Bryce Dallas Howard and her partner, whoever he is.
Hollywood power couple
Yeah.
that I've
Really?
never heard of.
I did not like the voice acting.
There you go.
It felt like that. It
I
was
felt like not actors.
found or what? Yeah, it felt like.
Well, she's also a director.
Oh.
oh.
So you directed this?
No, but she directed The Mandalorian, some episodes there.
She a
Wow,
redhead?
great show.
Yeah, she's in Jurassic World.
She's in Breaking Dawn.
Oh yeah, she was in Jurassic World.
She
Awful,
is
awful film.
daughter
Bryce
of
Dallas Howard. She played Victoria
yeah,
in Twilight.
daughter of Hollywood royalty Ron Howard.
Oh, that's
Oh
right.
shit.
I'm going to make a small request here.
Yeah.
Beck, can you turn that TV off so that I can't see it? Because I could not play this game because it made me so ill. And it's triggering me, and if I keep looking at it, it's going to happen again. I
Why?
felt so sick playing this game.
That's so weird.
Because it was so stunning.
Yeah.
You're weird.
I was like, oh, I gotta break up with my boyfriend. Nah, just kidding. I'm not weird. I'm not weird, and here's
You're
why.
weird.
Here's my story. Here's the story of my life. I'm gonna start it now.
Okay.
My friend, Peter. Great guy. You'd love him.
Doesn't sound real.
He's real. He's a nurse. A boy nurse? Would I really be able to make that up? Anyway.
That's made up to me.
We used to live together. He bought The Witness so we could play it together. We started playing it, and we're playing it together, and then I was like, I feel very sick. But then I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want Peter to feel bad, like I was just saying it to avoid him, and I also was like, it can't be the game making me sick. So I gaslighted myself out of it, and then just continued to feel ill. And then as soon as I stepped away from the computer, I started to feel better. And then I looked it up on Reddit, and this guy was like, yeah, I came here to talk about this because my wife said she was feeling sick, and I thought she was lying. And so I was like, oh, I did the same thing he did. But instead of to my wife, I just gaslighted myself. Anyway, long story short, these type of games, I don't know what it is. They make me feel so sick. Whenever I start a game like this, I immediately increase the field of view to the max, which is usually around like 110.
Right.
The max is like 90.
You were playing this on PC?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but it didn't seem like the field of view was actually bigger. It was just like they put a fisheye lens.
Yeah,
in
it doesn't feel like it's any different.
Yeah, and I turned off motion blur, and I kept pushing through because I wanted to keep playing it. And I was like, I'll just finish this last part. And I felt so sick, I had to go lie down.
That's so weird. I wonder what it is about this game. Because normally, like other first-person games a fine or
No, well, the witness does it to me.
right?
A lot of people had the same problem with this game because I looked it up, and there were all these people being like, "I can't play this game."
Oh wow.
And you know, it looks. I did want to play it because this is my kind of a game. You guys know how much I love Annapurna.
Yeah.
But I couldn't fucking. I was like, I'll just take a break and I'll come back later. And now, even just looking at it, it's like triggering me. I felt so fucking sick.
It must be something to do with the field of view, or
It's the field of view. Apparently, the frame rate is not great for this game, which
right.
does it because it's fucking with your brain. Like, you know, it's not moving at the same. And also, you move really fast, and the camera goes really fast. So
Yes.
it's like fucking
Yeah. I
flying.
noticed that too. I was playing on PS5 and I noticed that it was a bit jarring.
It's
But
better
weirdly
like on a
enough-
TV because you're like further away from the screen. But I couldn't play it on PlayStation because my boyfriend was watching the Snyder Cut, and as we all know, that goes for about 3 days. So the TV was out of action.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
I did play through it, even though this is not my type of game. I was like, I'm not going to be called out with another loop hero. Again, okay? I'm not going to say, give a game shit, and then all of a sudden start playing and go, wait,
Like a fucking idiot.
this is the best game that I played all year. So I was like, I'm going to fucking play this game so I don't look like a fucking idiot this time. And
and now
it
who's the
is-
idiot? It's me.
good. There was one problem that I did, and while I was streaming, I streamed it for a little bit, and I did it. I managed to get through it eventually, but it was dumb, the solution, I felt. Like,
That's when I went on the forum and I saw everyone complaining about the motion sickness. There was also everyone complaining about a particular crystal puzzle that when I checked in on you, you were playing that level.
I found that the solution to that puzzle was really annoyingly simple
Right.
in a way that I wasn't expecting. Like, it was just put this through the window. And I was like, fuck you, man.
You want to make sure
Right.
those things are clear. Surely in like testing this, if everybody can't figure it out, then you're like, it's not that they're dumb, it's that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
And it is repetitive, I felt. They do spice it up towards the end in terms of the problems, but usually for the most part, all the solutions are the same sort of
You make it
deal.
bigger, you make it smaller.
You make it
Yeah.
bigger, you make it smaller, you go
we-
away, you pick it up, you try and get through a door and shit like that.
Should we talk about how the mechanics actually work? So you're in when they say a recursive world, you're in this sort of this world that has essentially like a model of the world that you're in, and so you can just a smaller version. So you can grab things from that and bring them into the regular world, and you've just got a small version of. I'm not explaining this well.
Got a big version.
And it is striking. So, like, you move up certain objects, not all objects. You move it in the miniaturization, and it moves in the real world as well.
It's a
You
big
put
one.
it in there, and you can shrink them by taking that from the real world and putting it into the thing, or making
Yeah.
it big, or vice versa. I think I've got that mixed around, but
Yeah, you did. This
it's-
is exactly my kind of game.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's
I couldn't fucking play it.
it's striking
Pissed.
at the start how cool it is and how
It's a great,
cool it all looks. It's
great
really-
concept and pretty well, like quite well executed.
Yeah, it's an impressive concept, and it does impress. Like it does kind of like you go like, oh, this is fucking sick.
I really love the opening
Yeah.
thing when you first start the game. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this game's gonna be so fucking good. I thought like I can't remember the song that is playing at the start.
The music's
Yeah, the music.
I was like, oh my god, but then the song ends. And if you're stuck on a puzzle, you spend so much time playing in silence. And I don't
Yeah.
know why they didn't just like stack it with like, they'll have like one song per 15, 20 minutes.
yeah, which are
depending
like
on how
proper
stupid you
songs,
are.
right?
They're proper songs, but you could just add more songs, or you could take like the game Control. You play Control?
Yeah.
There's a scene that is set to music,
Mm.
and they do it really cleverly. The ashtray maze. Did you play the ashtray maze?
The highlight of the game.
It's
I
so
reckon.
good. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's like an 8-9 minute sequence,
It's so good.
and it plays, and it's one song. This like metal rock song or whatever.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter how long it takes you. The song keeps like
going.
it still feels like a full song, but it loops and it you know the different parts play like a chorus and a verse. Anyway, I thought that was really clever. But with this, you just stay in silence for as stupid as you are is how much time you spend in silence, and I didn't like.
Yeah, I found that definitely I really liked the biggie, like the core puzzle element of it. I hated the crystal element. And the
One particular puzzle.
Yeah, I really hated it. It made me angry. I was like, this game is not. I don't know. There's something about a game kind of. It's no better way to say it than respecting the player's time a little bit, and the solution was dumb.
Yeah, right.
I felt. But I'm not a puzzle gamer. So
You and
I
a lot of
probably
other
can't-
people felt
Yeah.
the same way. Hey, believe in yourself. Hey,
I'm
yourself, man.
Thank you.
I'm also not a puzzle gamer. When I started off with this, I didn't play very much of this because it is just not my sort of game. I just end up getting frustrated
No
because
dogs
I'm
to kill.
no dogs to kill. But I'm also I think my brain just isn't wired for it. And from what I've heard about it, from what you're saying as well, this is the kind of game where I will wander around like an idiot, not just like fucking I can't work this out. And I just find that really frustrating. I mean, I'm sure lots of people find that frustrating. I just do
Now
that a
put
lot
on
more.
top of that, you feel incredibly sick.
Well, yeah, that would be quite off-putting.
And the longer it takes you to figure it out, the sicker you get.
I didn't mind the story. It's weirdly enough reminded me so much of another Annapurna game, Florence.
Yeah.
I was asking you about
Yeah, I've read
Well,
that.
I guess you can tell at the start how it's gonna go. It's about a relationship, and I'm guessing that it's the story of how it fell apart.
Yeah.
I didn't get that far into it, but I just couldn't. You're saying a real couple voice the characters?
Yeah.
What?
They
Yes.
just don't.
But they're actors.
Yeah, they didn't.
No, but actors should be able to give a convincing.
That is true.
performance.
That's their one fucking job.
But maybe like actors and voice actors are, getting it all through the voice. Maybe they're face actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just felt kind of stilted, and I didn't like the characters. That it was like poorly written. I don't know, because I love Florence, but I think the thing about Florence is it seems really real and like specific. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they've tried to do this here, but it seems
did-
like someone made it up.
Florence was it just was so much more, again, believable.
Yeah.
I would agree. I did not connect with,
Kenzie.
I didn't, Kenzie, which, God, a more American name. When she said, my name's Kenzie, I was like, oh, God. Oh, my God, thank you. Can I have some water?
Oh, it's fall.
Yeah. That is the most American name ever.
Do you hate Americans?
What?
You're an American man. Why are you being so hateful to Americans?
Oh, it's just funny. They're funny people.
They're not funny. They're a diverse and beautiful people. And
They're funny.
honestly, there's like
fucking
30,
crazy.
40 million of them, man.
Yeah, and they're
many
funny.
different-
They're
There's
funny
way
people.
more than that. I'd said a way lower number than real amount.
They're a funny people.
Hey, Ben, this reminds me of Star Castles. Does that mean anything to you?
No, nothing.
Naomi?
What's Star?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know, it was just one of the talking points. Damn it, I was just trying. I haven't played. I watched a YouTube video. And everything you said up beyond it, I blew my fucking load early with into the weed stuff. I just said everything I could remember. I said it all too quick.
Yeah, you
I
did.
should have really.
It was weird.
Fuck.
The color palette
My big
reminded
chance I've
me.
been on this in a year.
Ben has something to say, man.
Color palette reminded me of Wes Anderson. It's like if you had a Wes Anderson color palette, but you took out all the Wes Anderson from it.
I would prefer a different color palette and Wes Anderson to this. Not that I don't like this.
I found it quite nice to look at.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, well, no, it made me sick. It makes me sick. I can't express to you how upset I was. I couldn't even.
really
When I
disappointing.
feel sick, I need sympathy. And again, my boyfriend was watching the Snyder Cut, and I didn't want to ruin that experience for him because he'd be talking about this
Yabbering on about it.
4-hour Batman movie. I won't do that.
That screen is making me.
Yeah, that's making me feel more sick than anything else has.
Yeah, right.
Can we get it off the screen? Because it's going to be making everyone feel sick.
Redacted.
If I zoom in on Matt, it looks like Matt's inside the lemon.
Technology. This is virtual production. This is a Mandalorian right here.
Can we get rid of the Maquette thing? Because even when I came, then what happened is I went and I was laying down in bed, and then I went on Twitch and I saw that Ben was streaming the game, so I went in to complain. And then people in Ben's chat were saying they felt sick as well just from watching Ben play it.
And people left because they were like, this is making me feel sick.
Yeah. So
Really?
then he started
And then-
playing Loop Hero.
And then I got sick of it myself because of that fucking crystal puzzle. And I was like, fuck this, I'm going to play Loop Hero. Fucking great game.
Bec
That's fun, right? That key was small, and now it's big and a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's the crux
That's
of
pretty
it.
fun.
that's the game.
That-
You really
they
need
do
to
that-
get rid of this video.
I think that was the same.
Oh, thank
gone
Christ.
now.
It's fine. It's all.
That was the same solution on a bunch of things,
Thank
right?
God.
Take this small thing and use it as a big thing to make a bridge.
Yeah, I'm
They
not
use that
sure-
more than once, right?
Yeah, I still don't. Maybe I was pretty. I don't know. I was pretty distracted towards the end. I still don't fully get I think the connection between where you are and the story that it's being told. I think there's a slight disconnect between that
Right.
I don't
the
think I
game
got far enough to.
and the story.
Because
Well,
it's
it was-
memories, right? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
At some
Yeah,
point
it
they're
like
back in.
changes. So then it changed to like a house party and.
And I'm sure it was maybe said, but I cannot fucking remember.
God, I'd like to play this game. This is like one of the first times
like
that
this
I've had
is-
like an accessibility issue.
Yeah, right. I feel like this is something they could fix, right?
Well, I
With
think
a
they've been
patch?
trying to fix it, but
Really?
because they added like you can turn off motion blur, which I still don't know what it is, but everyone says turn it off when you feel sick. But that's the thing. Whenever I start a game like this, I do that all immediately, and people are like, "Why is your camera so far back?" And I say, "Shut the fuck up." And then I get sick anyway. Apparently, one thing that also doesn't help is like because there's no object in the middle that is like stationary.
Yeah.
Like you'd normally be holding a gun or something. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
That has something to do with it.
Yeah, okay.
But you move so fast.
Yeah, I feel like they could just slow down the movement.
I slowed that down as well. And
you
the
can do
camera movement,
Yeah.
but it still was pretty fast.
So yeah, I wonder what it is.
I got tired of it towards the end, and I stopped and played Blades and Sorcery on VR and stabbed people through the neck.
All right, VR.
Very
make you
violent.
sick?
It made me feel like a psycho a little bit. I was like, this is fun. Ramming a spear into someone's chest.
Oh, with your actual arm.
Yeah, using the VR.
Wow.
It was real fun.
Do you feel like it's difficult to connect with the characters because you don't see them? They're just a disembodied
No.
voice and text on a wall.
Well, I mean, obviously, if you don't like the voice acting, then yes, it will impact that.
Yes.
I found the characters a little bit annoying. They were not nearly as likable and as I wasn't able to connect with them as a very similar story, also published by Annapurna, which is Florence, which we've already talked about.
yeah.
I've
It
listened
seems-
to like a narrative podcast. It was a musical, but it's called 36 Questions. And that is just voices. It's a podcast, but I still connected with that. And I didn't even know that the guy was Jonathan Groff until afterwards. So and I have a
great.
big crush on him.
Yeah,
A great actor.
I think it's a criticism on the acting and the voice acting and writing.
I played through the start of it and it seemed like a little cliche, I guess, maybe.
It is a little bit cliche. I would say that it's trying very hard to be the type of game that it is.
And I really thought it was going to be that game in the opening thing, but I think it was just the music.
Yeah.
Just a really great opening song.
It has
know,
a large
who's in Hamilton?
focus on
Who's in Glee?
story.
No? Have you seen Hamilton?
Have you seen Glee? Have
Mindhunter.
The English Hamilton.
Mindhunter.
You seen Mindhunter?
you seen Glee?
On Netflix?
Mindhunter, the one about the serial killers?
Yeah.
Yeah, see Holden Ford?
Yeah, he's
the guy?
holding forward.
Okay, well that's fucking weird. What are the odds of that? How weird
are
that
the
there's
odds?
what are the odds that the main character's name is the two big car companies?
Yeah, that is weird.
But that's fucking weird, man.
We got to talk about that.
Did that help you connect with the character, do you think?
He's very good looking.
Is he?
Very charming.
I've already forgotten what he looks like.
Well, that's
He's just one of those like normal good looking people
No,
who
no,
not an
no,
interesting
he's
good looking
not.
person
No,
like Ben
he's
or
not.
Evan.
Do not make me.
You love him.
I love him so much.
Well, I love Evan and Ben.
I would kiss him on the lips.
And I would kiss Evan and Ben.
Really?
He would not kiss me on the lips
Mike?
because he's gay.
Oh.
What are you gonna do? Otherwise, we'd be together. Looking at this game makes me mad. I can't stop making me sick.
That's so
Stop making me sick. But also the voice acting annoyed me because it's like, when I'm watching a TV show, when something is bad, that's when you notice. You know what I mean? Like you like think about the writing or you think about the blocking, or it's only when it's bad that you notice that. Otherwise, it just feels like you're watching people talk.
Yeah,
And with this, I felt like Like I was listening to the voices, and what I was picturing in my head was them sitting there with the scripts talking into a microphone.
Right.
Well, they're big deals, so they probably had one day to do it, and they were like, yeah, let's get it done. And so I feel like it could be
I
definitely.
mean, they're not that big of deals.
Bryce
I can't
Dallas
remember
Howard.
either of their names.
I've never heard of him.
Kenzie.
I would say Bryce
We
Dallas
saw a
Howard.
film
Michael.
with what's her name in
I
it?
sell hardware.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Home Hardware.
She's a big deal.
I mean,
Still
again, she
hardware.
was in Twilight.
Again, she was in Jurassic World 1 and 2.
But they're such
Twilight.
awful films.
It doesn't matter.
Bryce Dallas.
Should matter.
Well, it doesn't.
Bryce.
Matt, she plays the girl in that episode of Black Mirror where everyone is rating each other.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
Boulder
Redhead?
Dog or
We saw. Remember we saw Jurassic World or whatever in.
Oh, yeah,
wherever we
the
were.
worst-
Darwin.
yeah,
we were in
horrible
Darwin.
movie.
So awful, and she was just that worst character.
It
that
was the
awful.
T-Rex.
No, she was the woman in it.
That T-Rex was unconvincing.
She was the woman. Her character it was so bad.
Wow.
Yeah, that
no
movie
sense.
sucked. I
Nothing
hated it.
anyone did made
I
any
hated it.
sense.
Sorry
I
to
left that
Bryce Dallas Howard. You are getting
So-
I left that movie furious.
Yeah, she's really not faring well.
You know what? It's also it's not just their fault. It's the writing as well.
Yeah, it's just the writing and the performance.
It just seems like one of those things where you would just like let the actors just sort of fucking riff and just use
Yeah.
whatever worked because it didn't actually matter.
Especially because apparently they are a real couple.
Yeah, but it's hard to flirt
Clock is ticking on that
with
relationship.
each other. No, it's not.
Naomi, can I ask you something? Do you sometimes feel trapped in a recursive world? I don't understand the question, but...
You know what recursive means?
No idea. Can someone explain that to me?
No. The answer is no. I don't think the world is recursive at all.
Can someone explain what a recursive world is for me?
Yeah, do it for Ben. I'm listening in, but I already know.
in and of itself, infinitely.
Recurs upon itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say that?
It's like, you know.
Okay, let me rephrase the question.
It recurs upon itself.
Do you
Recursive
sometimes
code
feel
would
trapped
be like,
in a world that's in and of itself?
never mind.
I'm just joking. I know what recursive.
Remember when this was I mean, you only need 3 people on this show. I say that when I'm watching. Why am I here? I've made it worse, almost definitely.
For someone to bully, I guess.
Oh,
Evan needs a break.
Take off that stupid hat.
Play the fucking game next time,
Yeah, trust
okay?
me.
well,
He comes in here,
I don't have
hasn't
any
watched my
game playing
TV show.
receptacles.
He doesn't have
But
a
he's
PlayStation.
in. He said I was waiting for all the episodes to come out so I could binge it. They all dropped at the same time.
Yeah, you really fucked that up.
Well, I didn't realize that. I thought they all just got out today, and I am a bad spoiler, and a lot of the people who listen to my podcast are waiting for it to come out overseas. I didn't want to spoil anything.
Are you going to watch it by the time I do your podcast?
Yes.
Because it'll be awkward if we're recording it and you can't
I was
say
planning on
anything
binging
about
it
the show.
this weekend.
That's what Ben said, and he still hasn't watched it.
Well, he's a jackass. To put it in his vernacular. That's an American.
Jackass.
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 I
Evan watched it,
I
and
watched
he
it
gave
all.
me notes. He told me where you could see a boom in shot.
Yes.
That's a real friend.
Yep.
Yeah, after the fact,
didn't
very helpful
sugarcoat it.
info.
Yeah.
Oh, you should
He said that
point
was his
out.
favourite part as well.
He said,
I
what was it?
didn't say that.
He said, my favourite part was the boom in shot.
I didn't say that. I stopped
Evan.
myself before I said
Oh,
that.
sorry. He said, my favourite part was the... Never mind. and then I pushed. To be fair, I pushed.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play this again.
I can't play this again.
Didn't you played through it though completely?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you play it again?
Story game.
I'd love to play it again.
Yeah.
Or for the first time. But I watched a 5-minute video about it before, which was great. IGN,
Yeah.
which I think is a gaming thing.
Yep.
Yes.
And it feels like I've played it.
Yeah. Right.
Well, if you do play it, bring a fucking spew bucket.
That was making me want to spew. But I mean, Evan, I did say, can I play the game before the episode? And he said nothing and walked away. So
I didn't say nothing. I said no.
I would have loved to have played it.
will-
How do you play it? I've got a
On a
laptop.
PlayStation.
I would say no, this
Your
doesn't
laptop,
have
you
that Annapurna charm. One of
Really?
the questions
It is-
written on this sheet.
It is
I mean,
missing.
it's close to.
It's really trying hard to get that Annapurna charm, but it does not get there.
The Annapurna games like break my heart.
Yeah. Right.
This
Because it seemed superficially Annapurna, but not once you actually got
like
into
they
it.
wanted to make people feel emotional. They didn't have an actual story to tell. Unlike Florence, unlike Outer Wilds.
Well, I read it was quite like Florence, which maybe was part of the
Well, it's like the same story as Florence, but without any of the like realism.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. I think you just fucking nailed it to the wall and said "fuck you" to its mother.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You make me want to vomit.
That feels like the hardest part to get over is that you can't physically play it.
I can't physically
problem.
play the game without feeling incredibly ill, and I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
No,
A lot of
it's
people are
even in the
complaining about
notes here.
This game made me feel nothing.
What do you recon about the look of this? Or did this game make you sick?
Spelt recon wrong.
It should have been Reckon, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Should be a K.
I thought that was game
Oh
language.
my god.
Isn't recon a gaming?
Reconnaissance?
No, you didn't.
First recon?
No, you didn't.
Yes, I meant for you to do a reconnaissance.
What do you reconnaissance?
No, you meant reckon.
You subscribe to the Patreon, you can get these amazing fact sheets.
Yes.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah,
Great.
that's true.
Absolutely free.
Well, they're called
free, they're-
cheat sheets.
But once you subscribe, you get it for free.
Yeah, that's true.
Once you pay for it, you get
no
it.
extra. I didn't. It didn't make me sick playing it.
What about in the scenes where you got to walk a long distance and you can't? There's no. You can't make them walk faster.
Don't.
I didn't do any of
I
that.
liked going into the big world.
Well, IGN really fucked me over there, didn't they?
No, IGN did mention that. I'm not sure what bit that.
You know what I got a kick out of when we went into the big world? That's something that's good about it.
That's what Matt was just talking
What
about.
big world?
Yeah, but you
I
haven't
didn't get
played
that
it.
far.
Well, you could only walk. There was long distances. I was saying.
But you haven't played it.
I've watched someone play it, and then why they should have been able to
Watch someone play.
You're literally
watch
just
someone talk about it.
recounting IGN's review.
I really wanted
Back
to commit
to
to
us.
it, but
You're doing an IGN
yeah,
to IGN.
and I thought it was really good.
What was your favourite part, Matt?
Of the IGN.
Yeah.
I-
Where they say like and subscribe.
No, I really liked it how they were they were trying to be positive. It felt like they didn't love it, but they were still being positive about it. I like that. I like that they were looking for the positives.
I didn't really like it.
They said it was visually stunning. And I agree.
For me, it's just I just don't really like. I'm just not really into puzzle games.
I really like puzzle games.
Yeah, I just don't
not a
like.
So I think I would have gotten frustrated by this and Googled stuff eventually, which it sounds like it's the right thing to do, honestly,
Yeah.
in some cases.
If you play it and you're up to the crystal area, just spoil that bit for yourself.
Chuck it through the window.
They're all
The
freaking
fucking window
gay.
and just move on with the rest of your life.
And if you have made it that far, then you have a stronger stomach than I do. Did you know women get motion sickness worse than men?
Really?
Because you got waters.
What?
What? What does that mean?
You feel it in your eyes?
You got them waters.
Yeah, we
I
got
can
our
feel it
waters.
in my waters.
You think
Well,
it's
I've
like
looked up.
seasickness?
There's like
Internal
different
seasickness?
theories, and one comes down to essentially women are stupid, and another comes down to men are stupid. So I choose the men are stupid one.
I reckon.
Right. Okay.
I reckon it's both.
Yeah, yeah, we're all
Sorry,
fucking
everyone.
idiots.
So
That's actually sexist.
I don't want to think when I play games. Most of this week I've been playing Cookie Clicker, and you don't have to think with
After
that.
my recommendation,
Yes.
good,
Yeah.
gaming.
I've got like trillions of cookies,
amazing.
which is more than is practical.
Why don't you play Loop Hero?
I don't know.
Gotta look up
Because I'm playing it all the time. You can't get into the family sharing.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
honey, you
sharing.
know I am too.
I am absolutely going ham on that baby.
I can't stop.
I'm on the 3rd chapter.
What are you looking
I'm
up?
farming. I got my watchtowers.
You're on the third chapter.
I'm on the 3rd chapter.
I'm on the second chapter, I think.
Oh my God. I'm absolutely fucking loving it.
How many hours have you played?
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I've played
The
9.
Luke Skywalker game?
Did it
I
think
think
you
I'm
said
just going
Luke
to become
Hero?
a Loop Hero streamer from now on.
I might do that too.
Do you want to stream together, play Loop Hero individually?
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's just for us.
Let's do it. We just sit in silence and play Loop Hero.
Every now and then. Oh, fuck.
Hey, what's wrong? Would you say something? Nah, don't worry about it.
Maquette. is available on PC via Steam for $28.95 Australian dollars. It's also free on PS Plus for PS4 and PS5 at the moment. So if you've got a PlayStation with a PS Plus subscription and you would just want to try it out and see if it does make you sick or if it's the kind of thing that you'd be into, it's free. So you can go and do that.
I would play this game if it didn't, if it didn't fuck me up. I would easily play this whole game.
Good idea for the kids is, I tell you what, if you don't want to go to school, get this game, whack it on, go play it a bit, and then go, Mum, I feel sick.
Hey, why don't they just
You could just
lie?
say, you could say that you don't
Why don't they just say they feel sick?
Yeah, but this way you will actually display symptoms of sickness.
What are the symptoms?
vomit and stuff.
In like, blah, like you can have a vom. And that way, Mum will be like, oh, you are feeling a bit clammy, okay?
Why are you being
it's a
a
way
bad
to fake.
influence, Ben?
It's a way to fake being
You were
sick,
very
and then
good
you
at
could-
school.
And
Why
then
aren't
you
you
could
telling the
turn it
kids?
off and play whatever you wanted to play. You could play some Loop Hero all day
Hero,
while
for sure. Play Loop
Mum's
Hero.
off at work.
Ben, why aren't you being positive for the kids? There's kids watching this. Why aren't you saying, hey, why don't you kids go to school and just try and find your own passion?
School sucks.
You're gonna find your passion at school.
Yeah, fuck off.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, nerd. Look at Naomi. She went to school. She became an engineer. Fat lot of good it did her.
Look at me now,
She
bitch.
wasted all that time.
But now you're engineering on Twitch, right? You're making that flower thing.
Yeah, but I forgot to keep going. But I'll get back to it.
She's got ADHD. Give her a break.
Yeah, give me a break.
Sorry, I
I've been
didn't
doing
mean
a lot
to-
of cleaning my house.
Okay.
Brave.
We love
That's all for this week. But before we
and
go,
loves.
we have a Patreon question. This week's question was from Prash. Do you get nervous before streaming on Twitch? Naomi, you stream on Twitch.
No.
You get nervous?
Anything sometimes I'm like,
Yeah.
gonna be honest, because there's a pressure to perform and to keep it entertaining. I got nervous
that
like
doesn't
the
make you
first
nervous?
and second time maybe, because that was a bit scary. It
the
doesn't
pressure
make me
doesn't.
nervous, but
Right.
sometimes you get emails. I get an email from Stream Elements, I get an email from Twitch saying, this is how you did. And the Stream Elements one will, whatever stat you did well this stream, like that you did better than last stream, it will
Yeah.
put it in the title. So if it just says, good work, then you know that you did worse in every single category.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't even have to open the email. You know
Right.
that you were worse in every single way.
Yeah.
So if anything, occasionally, I absolutely dread it because
Yeah.
I'm like, am I going to see numbers that make me feel bad today?
Yeah, at the beginning, I definitely had that. Like that sort of dread or that weird pressure that you put on yourself. Also, this was in the middle of lockdown. I didn't have a lot of inputs going in. And this kind of took over I became obsessed with it for a little bit.
Yeah, you
And
were
it-
going a lot. You were
and it-
going hard.
Well, I had literally nothing else to do.
What are the numbers? Well, like, what's it judging you on?
How many
So
viewers?
it'll give you a
have?
graph of how many people were watching at any one time. So
Yeah, but it
you get
doesn't
the
know
graph,
how.
and if people start trailing off, then you know you weren't entertaining.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Oh, fuck.
See how much money you made
Oh.
that stream and how it's definitely
now-
not enough to pay your rent.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it is.
I was about to say I should start doing this, but maybe I shouldn't.
It's like gamified on
It's
purpose.
fine.
Don't you want to do better than last time? You should put in more effort.
But now, once you sort of not worry about that, you kind of just, like, you stream when you stream. It's fun. I mean, in terms of nerves, sometimes you have to fucking work your way, hype yourself up, beginning a stream a little bit.
Do you,
so I don't
get
get nervous.
do you ever get nervous performing? You don't seem like the kind of person that would feel nervous.
I get nervous for a lot of other things, but not Twitch.
No, not for Twitch. I will get, depending on the gig, I might get nervous before a gig, but
I used to get nervous. Every
Really?
time I did a live performance, I would get nervous.
I just
Very
hate.
nervous.
I just hate going. I love being on stage and performing, but I hate waiting to go on stage.
Yeah, I'm 100% the same as that.
I think it's the
every
worst.
gig I feel some level of not feeling good about anything.
What do you think the difference is for Twitch? Why is it different as a performer?
Because it's
The
long.
same people going back and they're very nice.
Right, because you have
It's
a kind
also-
audience.
It's also a long con, right? So you stream for 3 hours at a time.
Right.
You just take it slow because you got plenty of time.
You can ease into it.
Somehow
Yeah,
it's not immediate, right?
No,
not-
it's like-
they're not right in front of you in the room judging you. They're judging you.
Well,
It's a test match.
I mean, they can
are
be pretty
judging.
brutal.
They can be brutal. Yeah, yeah. It's a test match to compared to a
2020.
one
Thank
day.
you so much for putting it into cricket parlance for me. And the
20
viewers.
is that you like that?
Yeah, T20.
Stand-ups.
T20.
Stand up is Big Bash,
Right.
And
Da, 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 da.
streaming is test.
It's the freaking ashes, brother.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Big Bash is the KFC one.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, it's the domestic T20 league in Australia. There's also, India's got their own one, the IPL.
I think there's just like public speaking is just scary.
Weird being
Most
in
people,
front of
even
you,
though I like
having
it.
people
Yes.
being able to see
Still
your
weird.
audience.
It's funny, it's like the thing that we love doing, but it's also the thing beforehand makes me feel the most like my stomach tie knots the most. And
Yeah, exactly. But
I-
with Twitch, no.
I'm not good at a lot of things, but talking absolute shit is one of those few things that I'm good
is there something about like when it's stand up, it's like you're going, I'm here, and everyone knows that you're bringing these things that you think are funny.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
also.
that's the extra. Where it's like
You
even
have to get a particular reaction at a certain. You have to get a certain amount of laughs to feel
Yeah.
like you've succeeded, and
Yeah.
you know where they're supposed to laugh.
You
If
wrote
they
it.
don't laugh, then you know you did a fucking shit job.
Yeah,
And I
you,
also think comedians take that into streaming, where we feel like we have to be entertaining all the time.
Where's he
and
done?
then you watch some big streamer, and they're like,
fuck! Fuck!
"Thanks for that, fella."
Yeah. Fuck!
We're like, "Da da da da."
Yeah, exactly. So there's not that much pressure. There's not nearly the same pressure.
I don't feel any nerves at all doing live podcasts though in front of the live. But I guess it's the
Don't?
same thing. It's not like And I've got friends I'm doing with maybe, and everyone knows it's just a chat thing.
The expectation's different,
It's
right?
a different expectation.
Yeah.
It's you're absolutely right. So it's like with improv, the expectation for an audience is different because it's made up. That's its main conceit.
Bar's a lot
Right?
lower.
It's exactly. The bar is a lot lower, so you're impressed by when they are funny
Yeah.
Yeah.
or good. You're
If
like,
you
oh, this is
wrote
very
that
impressive.
down and performed that as a sketch show, it
Exactly.
would be awful.
Yeah, you always feel vulnerable having something. This is something that I have worked on and I've written and I think it's pretty good. Let me
Yeah.
see. Up, no, it's
So
not.
the expectation.
Or it is.
The expectations.
Evan, let's be honest, it's not.
The more preparation, the higher expectations.
Yeah. Okay.
Stand up, higher expectations. Written
Twitch.
sketch, higher expectations. Twitch, the expectations are low. It's
And
a
also,
long.
you feel like you're fucking hanging out.
Yeah,
is
your
it-
job is to hang out. If
That's
you
what people
prepare
want.
some shit
Yeah,
like,
it is what
But
people
it's like
want,
it's kind of like you're hanging out with a group of friends and they're all kind of don't know each other and they only know you and they're in your house and you're like, how's everyone going?
I reckon there was nothing more awkward than during lockdown when stand-up gigs were happening. I watched a few live shows of
Zoom.
stand-up without
Yeah.
audiences, and it was
grim.
it was so hard to
Yeah, they
watch.
never should have done that.
It was like full body cringing watching it. I'm like, I've seen this material before and it's good, but it doesn't feel good right now.
Ah, it feels bad.
Yeah, stand up requires a live aspect to it, whether it is being filmed in front of a live audience or live. If you just do it to people that are watching you, it feels like you're having. I equate it to what a stroke might feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I equate it to what a stroke might feel like.
Yeah.
I like that insight.
Yeah. It feels like, when you say stroke, I'm like, yeah, that feels like what that I
Something's
imagine.
wrong, something's happening,
Yeah,
something's not good,
Exactly.
something feels bad.
Get me to a hospital quickly. Something fucking isn't right now.
Yeah, I never feel nervous doing Twitch stuff. I think the closest I would come is when I first started out and I was just terrified that no one would be watching. That's the idea that
And then the second stream you did, I did a stream at exactly the same time.
And no one
I
watched.
didn't know.
Was that like a power play?
No. Genuinely, I felt really
Evan's
bad.
trying to muscle in on Twitch? Well, I'll put an end to that.
But I always, as soon as you have like a handful of people, like, oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
You haven't streamed for ages. Neither have you, Bec, I've noticed.
Maybe October.
Beck does one a week.
Neither of you, Naomi.
Yeah, I took a break this week.
You got to.
You got to take a break.
You got to break it.
And we're taking a break from this show after next week.
Wow.
What?
Just for a little while.
How long?
I
Got to
don't
commit
know
to
how
a
long.
return date, otherwise you'll never.
6 weeks? What do you think?
Why?
That's just such an arbitrary number.
6
You
weeks.
need a
half
rest.
day.
That's the only reason we don't do this every week for the rest of our lives, is because you need to sleep.
Yeah, you guys would be on it, right?
You'd sleep, and then when you wake up, you call us. Sleeping Beauty over here, 100 years.
I must go to slumber. Evan has awoken from his mighty slumber. Give me dogs to feed from.
What?
He eats dogs.
Yeah, no, that's good. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, jump on the Backstage Pass Patreon tier.
And write it on a piece of paper, then fold that piece of paper up and put that piece of paper in your mouth, digest it into your tummy, okay? Then poop it out.
Where do you poop it?
Into a toilet
Okay.
or into your palm.
Ew, Ben, no.
Then you put that into the toilet.
Okay.
And you flush it.
I reckon cut out the middleman in that scenario.
That's capitalism.
And then put it into the form and submit it to us.
Yeah.
And then type it up.
Yeah, just type it up on the computer.
Remember what you put into the note before you ate it, and type that into the computer. But don't forget to poop out the note. That you
We have to thank our top patrons. Big thanks to Adam Donaghy, Adam Giambattista, Adrian Hernandez Arista, Alice, Amy G, Belisaru, Ben Lovett, Ben's Sentient Sock, Cameron Fullwood, Cameron Redmore-Gorist, Shamwith Ridgeratney, Chandler the Bakerman, Christian Nordheim,
Christian Sanchez!
Cypher D.
We're only down to the C's, Evan.
Cody,
Let's go for a while.
a little while. Daleks Ruined My Day, David Bourne, David Cunningham, Decay, Dixie Dean 17, Drew Johnson, Drew Peisner, Drew Schuller, Aaron Yak Kindler, Evan S. Darling, Gay Karl Marx, Jen B, Greg Middleton, Jack F. Mufati, Jamatar, Jimmy Two Shoes, Josh Apter, Kylie Jones, Lachlan Chapman, Matthew Ryan, Marissa Ladent, Moneyman Sam, Nesta Gaharo, Paul Barbie, Perry Ritter.
Nesta, the child prodigy.
You'll never get it done if you interject.
Yeah.
I'll take it from here. Paul Barbie.
What?
Harry Ritter. Peter was Chucko. Paul Ives. Prash Chanda. Rattlehead Jake. Raw Rasaw. Robbie Proctor. Santiri Raikkonen. Scott Boy in the Wall. McKeekan. Scott Chapman. Shabib Hayder. Shabab Hayder, Sean Pratt, Sheik Ali, Stephen Burke, Siraj Piris. He's corrected me on the pronunciation before, so I know I nailed it. And I've had beers with him. Real great guy. Piris. He said Piris like penis.
Piris.
That's how I remember. Tictamo 22, Vicente Chapman, Zach Steinbacher. There's a few overlaps that do go on supporters here. Loving that.
Oh, really?
What do you mean by that?
We got there's some grubby names in there too.
Oh,
Wow.
how good's that?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make them even better?
Yeah.
The ones who
If
just
Batch
support
Bits
Gamey
ever
Game
had
are
a
fine.
Yeah.
Patreon,
The ones that
they would
support
be there as
Gamey
well.
Game and the Grub are the best.
The best.
The ones that support Gamey Game, the Grub and Do Go On, we are all going to suck you off.
Yeah.
Not
Just
Batch Bitch,
present your voucher.
because we don't have a Patreon.
You have to get it pretty quickly because I'm heading off in
Because
half
we
of
can't
that.
be fucked.
Oh, okay.
We just know that would be more work. We literally got emails being like,
but you get
if
money
you had a
out of it."
Patreon, I would give you money. And we look at it and we go,
Yeah, it's a real can of worms. You've got to do more work.
well, that's the thing.
People are paying you.
We're because we're not reliable at all. We get
Yeah.
reviews and it's like, I love this show. I'd love it if you released episodes even once a month. If I
Yeah.
knew it was coming, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Now take that and make that 3 comedians. And you get the Grub, and it's just like herding cats, all 3 of us.
If you want to hear your name read out on the show, literally all you have to do is sign up to the Close Personal Friend Patreon tier. There's some great benefits to signing up. You get episodes early, you get to join us in the Discord, and you get to cheat sheets.
You also get a free mug.
And you can send in questions. And for $5 more, you get a mug like this. Good quality stuff. Sign up at patreon.com/gamagam. If you enjoy the show, subscribe to the channel and tell your friends. Share it around. And remember, you can podcast the show if we remember to do it. Just search for us in the podcast app of your choice, or maybe Spotify.
Yeah, if that is your
Podcast app of choice or Spotify.
I don't know why else.
Obviously, no one would choose to use
I always
Spotify.
separate those out. Plus, we have a subreddit now.
Oh yeah, so it's
People post memes. I had a look in there. Very funny.
yeah, and someone
I
pointed
haven't
out.
worn glasses for like since before COVID. I just stopped wearing them and I can read that now. My eyesight's getting better.
Not
That's
getting better.
amazing.
Oh.
Not how it works.
Oh, what? What do you mean?
Your eyesight doesn't get better if you stop wearing glasses.
They're
You
called
just-
I couldn't read that before though.
Yeah, because if you saw it before, you'd be like, fuck, I'm blurry as shit, and you put your glasses on to read it, but now you're used to straining your eyes.
Oh.
That's why you got all those
Don't get
wrinkles.
mad.
That's why you got all those disgusting wrinkles.
Oh my god.
You can, so someone told me,
Jesus Christ.
someone on the Discord said you can go to gameygame.reddit.com, I think.
Wow.
And that gets you to the Gaming
Cool,
Game
man.
subreddit, I think.
We just look up Gaming Game subreddit.
Yeah, you just go into Reddit,
All right.
you scroll past all the other Reddits,
Yeah.
get onto that Reddit.
You just go on the subreddit listing page and just scroll until you see it.
Yeah, that's one way.
I love what you've done here. You've created a real community despite having two relatively mean people sitting either side of you each week.
Yeah, I
You've
don't know
built
how
something
that-
great. but
I'm
really
a ray
toxic.
of fucking sunshine, you piece of shit.
I'd call it a slightly toxic vibe you've got here, but I love what you are doing personally despite
Matt,
what's
what-
happening
Matt.
on the flank.
Matt, why am I mean?
Sorry?
What did I say that's mean?
I mean, you can have a look back and see if you
Maybe like a minute ago when you said that's why he's got all those fucking wrinkles. How about that?
Yeah,
There's a little example.
you are looking haggard.
Stressful time leading up to the festival. I've aged a bit, I reckon.
Naomi Higgins
Evan,
has a show called Why You Like This.
that's true.
Matt,
Watch it until you see a booming shot. That's my tip.
yeah, you won't
can
see
see
it
Matt
until
Stewart in it.
episode 6. Matt also has a show called Why You Like This. It's on ABC
iView.
iView.
It's on Netflix soon, right?
It's on Netflix soon.
Yeah, I think this
Do you
week.
know what the date?
I believe it's on the 7th, maybe? No. Is it starting in early April, or is it earlier than that? Is it 27th? I'm feeling a 7.
Well, the date's unannounced,
And hey, you're on the channel.
Okay.
but he got it wrong. So.
You're on the Stupid Old Studios channel. Why not just pop over and see Matt Your Heroes?
Yeah.
It's a
Rolls
name
off
that,
the tongue.
yeah,
Really
look,
rolls off the tongue.
honestly, I tried to get the name changed. Andy came up with it. I said, let's have a different name. No one gets the whatever it is.
And he said, fuck you, I write for Mad as Hell, you piece of shit. Who the fuck do
He
you
really
think you
threw
are?
his weight around.
Andy didn't care, but we just sort of went, we can't think of anything else. Vinny was editing it together. I'm like, I don't really care, to be honest.
Why
That's
not?
genuinely what happened at the last minute. I'm like, we were going to change it the whole time. I never said it, the name on the show.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, we'll think of something better, and we never did.
Why not Meet Your Heroes?
Because that's not a pun.
Why
does it have to be a pun?
This
Because
cunt
it's
doesn't
the
even know
title
what
of
a
the
pun is.
show. It's like Gamey Game. It's got to be catchy.
That's not Gamey is not a pun.
No, but it's catchy.
Yeah, why would it? Could it have just been Matt meets his...
I want to see
think
a
that was-
universe where Evan Munro-Smith is an ad exec and he walks in and pitches marketing strategies like that. That's what
Is
I want.
Gamey Game is
Quirky.
it's not catchy.
It's quirky.
It's three of the same words over and over. That's your
People love it.
people love
You
it.
can shorten it to
They
Gamey
love
Game.
it. They go crazy. They say, "What's the show called?" I say, "Gamey Game." They go, "Ah, that's crazy! I love it."
Crazy.
And honestly, I
quirky.
don't think it's too late to get new panelists. These guys are not good for you. They're not good for the show. They're not good for your mental health. I think they're bad people.
That's what makes us cool. We're better than you.
It's nice of you to say.
Sure. I mean, this could be a really nice...
It could be a really
You
nice
see the
show.
positive in everything.
Yes, Met Your Heroes is on this
We're
YouTube
so
channel.
bad.
All the
gotten meaner.
episodes. All the episodes are
Like
up
way meaner.
now.
Evan is
nice.
like literally trying to run his show at the moment. You're talking over
You've
it.
been interrupting this whole time.
Ooh, here's something I watched on another YouTube video that I'm gonna repeat on this one.
I'm trying to create a small amount of space for myself on this show.
Brave white man.
She got you there. You walked right into that one.
Very hard. I wish I was born different, but I wasn't. So
What do you wish you were born as?
Yeah.
honestly, I wish I was born dead.
So there you have it.
And that's what we aim to do on this show.
Hey, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, Matt. And you're.
Should I set us up for group therapy? What do you think?
Yeah. You're really. You're valued.
Yeah, you're great.
You're rich.
Yeah, you are rich.
That's not true.
And you're talented.
That's not true.
And you can. You walk.
Well, that's true. That is a good point.
You have excellent walking speed.
Wow.
You are fit.
My walking style's been made fun of ever since I was
You're
born. I
looking-
don't know why you brought that up.
You're looking good.
Always been a weird walker.
You're looking good. You look healthy.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah, but you look it.
Evan, what are you doing?
Playing cookie clicker.
Evan!
So the point of that game is you just click the cookie.
Yeah. There's,
A little more complicated.
slightly more complicated than that, but that's the crux of
If
it.
you
Please
can
play
play
Loop
while you're
Hero.
not watching, I think that means.
Stop playing Cookie Clicker. You can play Cookie Clicker
can
when
one
you're
of the
finished your
things.
dinner.
All right, can you click it?
Well, Evan's playing Cookie Clicker. Thank you so much for watching this show.
Did we get? Did you? Where you can see me live and Matt live at the European Beer Cafe, April 4th, I think. Okay. With Cass Page
He only has 5.
and Nick Mason for a live Primates podcast. Get in there, buy the tickets. We'll put a link in the description for that.
And if you're listening to the podcast, Matt is at the moment
He's clicking the cookie clicker.
getting a cookie.
Now Ben's doing it. Ben
That's
is
way
doing.
faster with
Ben
less effort.
is doing the Grub Live podcast. You can catch that.
Yeah, that's right.
At the comedy festival. That's an actual comedy festival.
That is true. It is an actual comedy festival show. It is real. It is happening. I can't remember the dates, but it's the last 3 weeks on a Saturday at 3
17th.
p.m.
Oh, but there's
3
There's a
shows
few of them.
every
Look
Saturday.
it up. Go to comedy
did you know I think I'm on Dragon Friends. I mean, I know I'm on Dragon
Oh.
Friends, but I think it might be one of the ones that's live in Melbourne, or 2 of them or something. So there you go.
Okay. How do we find that? Is that comedy festival?
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah, they know how to
comedyfestival.com.
register a show. Professional podcast.
Okay. For those things, comedyfestival.com.au. For Primates Live, link in the description. Thank you so much for watching the show.
Long one. I don't know how the fuck.
Was it a long
we
one?
did it. Was it long?
I think it just felt.
does feel
felt
long. Yeah, it feels long.
It's how you know it's good.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. We will catch you next week. And I think I'll just go do the.
Don't drink the water. It's poisonous.
All right, ready? We'll catch you next week. Oh, no. Can you stop for 1 fucking second? Okay. Do you know how annoying that's going to be for people listening to the podcast?
I thought you'd
You want me to say it now?
podcast.
All right, we'll catch you next week. Bye, brothers.
World peace!
He said it. He did it.